All right, we're starting this bulletin with some breaking news coming in from Uttar Pradesh. Sources are now telling India Today that Shivpal Yadav, in his meeting with party supremo Mulayam Singh Yadav, has offered to step down from party state president's post. As Mulayam was about to leave for meeting ground, Shivpal reportedly reminded him that he himself had declared this meeting unconstitutional. So the big development is that sources are now telling India Today that Akhilesh's uncle Shivpal Yadav has told Mulayam Singh that he wants to step down from party's state president's post. I'm joined by India Today's deputy editor Brijesh Pandey. Brijesh, what is happening in the Samajwadi Party?
Well, I think, a last-ditch effort is being made by Shivpal Yadav camp to stay relevant within the Samajwadi Party as well as in the government. Because, what we have been given to understand from highly placed sources within the Mulayam Singh Yadav family is that Mulayam Singh Yadav was all set to go to the national convention, which he himself had declared illegal 2 days back. And Shivpal Yadav had reached Mulayam Singh Yadav's residence some 20 minutes back, and he's trying his level best to convince Mulayam Singh Yadav to not to go to the National Convention Center, which he himself had declared illegal 2 days back. Even the Shivpal Yadav camp has released a letter signed by Mulayam Singh Yadav. The letter is dated today only, and saying that that anybody who there's this national convention which has been called by Ram Gopal and Akhilesh Yadav is illegal, and anybody who goes there will face disciplinary proceedings. What we've also gathered from our sources inside who have told us the details about the meeting which is going on is the fact that that Shivpal Yadav has offered to resign to Mulayam Singh Yadav in case if he goes ahead with the meeting, because he knows for sure that if he goes there and to attend that particular meeting, then that Shivpal Yadav, his own standing within the party stands absolutely diminished. In any case, he has been checkmated very swiftly and strongly by his Bhatija, Chief Minister Akhilesh Singh Yadav. So it's very clear that it's curtains as far as Shivpal Yadav within the Samajwadi Party is concerned. And this meeting which is going on and also joined by Beni Prasad Verma is some last-ditch efforts which are going on to stay relevant.
All right, Brijesh, please stay on with us while let's tell our viewers about how this entire drama unfolded. The Yadav Parivar drama in Uttar Pradesh could be reaching its climax with a special national convention meet being called today. The national convention meet has been called by Chief Minister Akhilesh Yadav, and there is speculation that a resolution may be tabled in the meeting to crown Akhilesh the national working president of the Samajwadi Party. The emergency convention was dubbed unconstitutional by party chief Mulayam Singh Yadav, but news Justin suggests that he will be attending the meeting. There is, however, no confirmation about brother Shivpal's attendance yet. Incidentally, Shivpal met Mulayam at his residence this morning for around 5 minutes, and sources now tell India Today that he offered to step down from his position as the Samajwadi Party chief in Lucknow. Let's listen to what the BSP had to say about this ongoing crisis.
The special convention called in by the faction of Akhilesh Yadav at Jantar Park in Lucknow is very important. This is strictly being attended by the supporters of Akhilesh Yadav. After the show of strength by Akhilesh Yadav, in which over 200 MLAs came to express their solidarity with Akhilesh Yadav, more or less it is clear that he is ruling the roost within the Samajwadi Party. Today it is expected that possibly several important resolutions might be passed. Now I'd like to show you some of the banners and posters. Hundreds and thousands of these banners and posters have sprung up overnight all across Lucknow. But surprisingly, in all these banners and posters, Shivpal Yadav is missing. That proves the point that now it is primarily going to be Akhilesh Yadav who will call the shot within the party. There are people who are jubilating at the U-turn which Mulayam Singh Yadav had to take. हम आपसे जानना चाहते हैं कितना महत्वपूर्ण है ये अधिवेशन।
ये अधिवेशन इतना ही महत्वपूर्ण है जितना कि अखिलेश पूरे भारत ही नहीं, मतलब पूरे उत्तर प्रदेश ही नहीं, पूरे भारत की जनता के लिए है।
क्या चाहते हैं आप लोग?
अब अखिलेश यादव को राष्ट्रीय अध्यक्ष चाहते हैं, हम पार्टी का राष्ट्रीय अध्यक्ष होना चाहते हैं, नेताजी को संरक्षण चाहते हैं। मैं एक बात बता देना चाहता हूं सभी को, पूरे उत्तर प्रदेश का युवा संगठन माननीय मुख्यमंत्री जी के साथ है, तन मन धन से हम मर मिटने के तैयार हैं अखिलेश यादव जी के साथ। अखिलेश यादव जिंदाबाद जिंदाबाद।
So that is the kind of feeling, that is the mood that persists presently at Janeshwar Park among the supporters of Akhilesh Yadav. Reporting from Janeshwar Park in Lucknow, with cameraman Harish Kandpal, this is Shivpal Yadav for India Today.
All right, let me go back to India Today's deputy editor Brijesh Pandey. Brijesh, you were saying that Akhilesh has outrightly checkmated his uncle Shivpal Yadav, and like our sources are saying that Shivpal Yadav has offered to quit. So what do you think? Is it a fight for relevance since he's been so outrightly decimated by Akhilesh?
Well, I think so, because, now the biggest aim for Shivpal Yadav camp would be to stay relevant and stay afloat in the party, because if you remember last time when there was this skirmish between the two warring factions, Akhilesh had clearly emerged as trump despite Shivpal Yadav claiming backing of Mulayam Singh Yadav. In the politics of Uttar Pradesh, there are not many who can actually figure out what exactly is going on in the head of Mulayam Singh Yadav, but only 48 hours before, we all were thinking that, the Samajwadi Party is heading for a split. Uttar Pradesh was heading for a president rule and a governor's rule, and Vemula came out this new strange arrangement in which Akhilesh Yadav has proved his strength within the party with more than 200 MLAs and almost 40-45 ministers supporting him. So it's very clear where this power balance is tilting towards. And yesterday, when this Shivpal Yadav and their camp was waiting inside Samajwadi Party headquarters, less than 20 MLAs were present there. So it's very clear, where exactly this power equilibrium lies. And as the saying goes in Uttar Pradesh, Netaji is also not inimical to the interests of his son. Many say that this could merely, his siding with the brother could merely be a political posturing, or not to be seen as someone who has actually gone ahead and ditched his own brother who has helped him hold the party. So it's very clear that right now, Akhilesh Yadav is the star, is the most powerful man as far as Samajwadi Party is concerned, and as far as Shivpal Yadav, it is just a big fight to stay relevant and stay afloat. Ashana?
All right, Brijesh, please stay on with us. We are getting some breaking news. All right, we are getting some breaking news that Shivpal Yadav has written a letter to his party leaders, and they have termed the convention called by Ram Gopal as unconstitutional. The letter also says that the convention aims to hurt the party, and he's appealed to all leaders to not attend the convention. The letter also says that attending the meeting will be seen as indiscipline, and the letter has been released by Shivpal camp. Brijesh, now we are getting information about this letter which Shivpal Yadav has written to party leaders, telling them not to attend the convention, and he has warned them that this will amount to indiscipline.
Well, I think, this letter is more of a joke now, because yesterday the party power structure within the party and the government is clearly established. Shivpal Yadav and Mulayam Singh Yadav had, termed this convention illegal. They had expelled both Ram Gopal as well as Akhilesh Yadav for 6 years from the party. And despite that, when Akhilesh Yadav went ahead with his meeting with MLAs, more than 200 MLAs as well as almost 90% of the ministries, they were present at Akhilesh Yadav's do. So it's very, very clear where exactly the power within the Samajwadi Party lies. People also say, informed circles within SP also says that Akhilesh also enjoys tacit support of his father Mulayam Singh Yadav. So there is no way anybody is going to take this letter of Shivpal Singh Yadav seriously. In fact, when Akhilesh Yadav and Ram Gopal were in a state of being expelled from the party, even then they said that, irrespective of what anyone does or say, the mission.
All right, we have some technical issues with Brijesh Pandey's link, but we will try and go back to it. So the latest is, all right, I'm joined by India Today's editor Padmaja Joshi for more on this. Padmaja, dramatic developments taking place in UP politics right now, while the convention is about to take place, but we have a letter by Shivpal Yadav warning leaders not to attend the convention as it will amount to indiscipline.
Well, actually, that's the letter, Archana, not by Shivpal, it's by Mulayam Singh Yadav himself. So that's a letter that has been written by Mulayam Singh. Let me just read out from that letter that I have right now. And this letter says, and it is on Mulayam Mulayam Singh Yadav's letterhead. It is dated today, the 1st of January, and it says, आपको अवगत कराया जा रहा है कि ऐसे किसी सम्मेलन में भाग लेना या इससे संबंधित किसी प्रस्ताव या प्रपत्र पर हस्ताक्षर करना पार्टी हित के विरुद्ध और अनुशासनहीनता समझा जाएगा और ऐसा करने वाले के विरुद्ध कठोर कार्रवाई की जाएगी. So simply translated, what this means is that this convention right now where we are at right now, Archana, it has been deemed illegal, unconstitutional by the party president, the National Party President Mulayam Singh Yadav, and he has warned every single member of the Samajwadi Party that anyone participating in it is going to be acted against, which makes it really strange because this is Akhilesh Yadav's event. He is expected here any time now, and let's also tell you that a large number of ministers, MLAs, even MPs like Naresh Agarwal, have just walked in. So all of these leaders, are they now going to be expelled from the party? It's a massive show of strength. I don't know if you can hear the slogans that are going on right now, Archana, but they are only in support of Akhilesh Yadav. This really is his statement of strength. Every single slogan that is being shouted here right now is in favor of Akhilesh Yadav, talking about him as the face of the Samajwadi Party and the next chief minister, the chief ministerial candidate. So whether we are going to see another round of the Samajwadi Party family drama, we will know only a while from now. Let me also bring you up to speed about the fact that Mulayam Singh in the morning was also headed for this particular meeting, Archana, but even as we speak, a meeting is going on between him and other party leaders who are convincing him to not come here because he himself has issued this letter which has called this meeting unconstitutional. What a strange and bizarre family drama this has now degenerated into. Archana.
You're right, Padmaja, and we can hear each and every chant that is happening there. You know, we can hear pro-Akhilesh slogans and rightfully said that chaotic and bizarre developments taking place in UP politics because other political parties will be watching it closely. Because, you know, it's amazing, like U-turns after U-turns. So just yesterday we saw that Akhilesh was taken back in the party fold, and today, now we see that his father has warned party members not to attend his convention.
Absolutely, and if you're talking about other parties, let me also tell you, Archana, that tomorrow a Parivartan Yatra of the Prime Minister is happening on the 2nd. It is scheduled to happen in Lucknow. So it couldn't have come at a more opportune moment for the BJP while this entire family drama plays out over the New Year. Bang after the New Year has begun, you have the Prime Minister addressing a Parivartan rally right here in the heart of Uttar Pradesh. Now just take a look around at some of these posters, these people who have flocked to the stage. How many posters of Mulayam Singh do you see around you? Practically zero. In fact, it's even a miracle, many are saying, that he finds himself on the dais. Mulayam Singh Yadav, of course, is on the poster that is on the dais, which ultimately Akhilesh Yadav is going to be occupying with the other party leaders. But just take a look around at all of these people who have flocked here. They are from these various small tertiary organizations called Akhilesh Yuva Sena, Akhilesh Yadav Youth Wing, things like that. And all of them are here only to profess their support for Akhilesh Yadav. And it was quite a coup, in fact, yesterday that Akhilesh Yadav mounted when he made it very clear to his party that he enjoys more than a majority, in fact, of the support of more than a majority of the MLAs of his party. He had more than 100 of them, in fact, signing in his support. So it is very clear which way, behind whom people in the Samajwadi Party are throwing their weight, and it is perhaps that which prompted Mulayam Singh Yadav and Shivpal Yadav to do a quick backpedal on their electoral cycle, on their decision, and revoke the expulsion of Ram Gopal Yadav and Akhilesh Yadav. But if you thought you'd heard the last bout had been played in this entire Samajwadi dangal, as it's now being called, that sincerely hasn't happened just as yet.
Right. And Padmaja, as we speak, we're also getting information that the Samajwadi Party official website, it has taken off Shivpal Yadav's name, and obviously the letter which was used to remove Akhilesh and Ram Gopal have also been removed, but Shivpal Yadav's name has also been removed from the website.
Well, but not too much should be read into it, because in the morning there was news doing around that Shivpal Yadav has resigned. That hasn't happened yet. It has been categorically denied by his camp. In fact, even as we speak, Akhilesh Yadav is here on the dais. Professor Ram Gopal Yadav is also here. If we can take a look at those visuals right there, you have Akhilesh Yadav, there is Ram Gopal Yadav, both of whom their expulsion was revoked yesterday. You've got MPs of the party, you've got MLAs, ministers of the party that I can see over here now. So all of them are here on the dais of this party. Can it get more convoluted? Here is this national convention which has been called illegal by the party president, and yet you have a good 70 to 80 party leaders who are on the stage of this illegal national convention. Make what you will of this entire bizarre development, but you can expect in a few hours from now perhaps a statement from Shivpal. As of now, there is nothing that is being said by the Shivpal camp except this letter which has been released, attributed of course and signed on the letterhead of Mulayam Singh Yadav.
All right, Padmaja, we also know that there are, like you've been speaking about this also, that there are speculations that this convention will also see the elevation of Akhilesh Yadav. He will be crowned as the national working president of the Samajwadi Party.
Now, yesterday, when the rapprochement had happened, when the realignment, when the expulsion of those two leaders had been revoked, the major, couple of major demands that had been put forward by the Akhilesh camp, which is what we are learning, there were actually three of them. One is that the national president, that should be Akhilesh Yadav, he should be named the national president. Second, that Mulayam Singh Yadav should take over the role of somewhat along the lines of what the BJP has, in sort of a Margdarshak Mandal. He should be more of a patron, a guiding light of the Samajwadi Party. Basically that the major decision-making powers should be in the hands of Akhilesh Yadav. And third, that Amar Singh should be removed from the party. He, remember, has been a major bone of contention. All this while, of course, Amar Singh is comfortably in London, but Akhilesh Yadav, right now we can tell you, is at this national convention. And what happens in the next few hours, whether that official announcement is going to be made, we don't know, because as far as this convention itself is concerned, according to the party, it is illegal. Any major decisions, their announcement being made over here is highly unlikely.
Alright, Padmaja, we have seen three instances where Akhilesh has emerged really taller, in fact taller than his father, if one could say. First instance, when he was expelled from the party, the kind of support we saw that day, his supporters camped outside his residence and there were pro-Akhilesh slogans. Second, when 200 MLAs went and met Akhilesh in a show of strength, and we saw a paltry number of party workers siding with Mulayam. And today, like the number of people who are at the convention, so one can safely assume that Akhilesh is the man of the moment. He is in a way dominating the space which his father had been doing so far.
That's right, and this is really, and which is the reason why, Archana, many are also floating these conspiracy theories in Uttar Pradesh that perhaps this entire thing was orchestrated by Mulayam Singh in order to make Akhilesh emerge stronger, because he's really emerged as this person who stood his ground at the risk of being expelled, at the risk of being not declared the chief ministerial phase, of being thrown out of his own party, but he stood up against the people who are perceived as dishonest, wheeler dealers, corrupt, things that the Samajwadi Party of yore used to be associated with. So he's become this face of development. A large number of youth in the state identify with him. He's become the forward-looking, modern face of the Samajwadi Party. But just for a second here, I would also like to point out to you, I don't know if you can hear the anthem which is playing right now, Archana. This is the Samajwadi Party anthem, and it is Man Se Hai Mulayam. Even as you take a look at all of these posters, banners and supporters who are thronging this place, Man Se Hai Mulayam incidentally has been sung to the tune of We Didn't Start the Fire. I don't know if that was intentional, but that certainly could be the new, we didn't start the fire, could have been the new anthem of the Samajwadi Party, considering that there's a raging dispute right now in the family and the party, and both sides are saying that we are not responsible for what has happened. Back to you.
All right. Great observation there, Padmaja Joshi, and we will come back to this story because dramatic developments are taking place in Uttar Pradesh before that mega election that is going to take place in a few months from now.